Yeah, we need another one. Yeah, something like that. Hey, y'all. Oh, I'm hoping the YouTube is connecting pretty good. I'm not knowing. Let me know if y'all having connection issues. What's up, people of TikTok? How are you guys this Monday? Hope everybody is doing well. Hey, hey, Freedoms 20. Hey, Carpet. Hey, Marnie, how are you? Let me know if you can hear me okay. I hope everybody's doing good. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to come on in here. Please share and tag your friends. Hey, sweetie 52. And while we waiting, y'all let me know if y'all have gotten y'all tax refunds or y'all are still waiting, okay? Because I'm hearing a lot of people saying that they are still waiting. Have you guys gotten paid your refund yet? Okay. Hey, Miss Loretta. Good morning. I'm doing good. Hey, Miss Paula. Hey, D-Town Lottie. How are you? All right. So don't judge your girl. I'm in a McDonald's right now. Okay. Did not have time to get to a normal place, so I did make a stop. I'm at a Mickey D's, so if a fight breaks out, don't worry. I'm spinning these cameras around so that y'all can see. All right. I hope everybody is having a great Monday. Let me catch you up on some things. If you are new to the channel, thank you. Welcome. Y'all make sure y'all let me know if you can hear me. I'm not trying to talk too loud because people are in here trying to eat their food. Again, your first time here, please like. You guys please tag and share this video and all my other videos. Make sure you guys check me out on YouTube under the same name and on all social media platforms under the same name. Okay, so let's run through what has happened and what has not happened, just based on the questions y'all have asked me. Okay, so a lot of y'all have asked me, has the new expanded child tax credit act been passed? It still has not. I told you guys I do not believe that it's going to pass. And again, if you guys have questions, please drop them below. I will answer your questions. Okay, so that has not happened. So if any of you guys are expecting any more money from your taxes, please do not. Okay, and even if it does pass, there's probably not going to be any repayment this year. They're probably going to double up next year, but I don't think it's going to be passed. Okay. Second thing, you guys should remember, I've been telling y'all you can no longer do the affordable connectivity program. So the tablets and the Wi-Fi reduction on your bill is over, but you guys still can get an Obama phone that is through a Lifeline program. So if you have not gotten your free cell phone, please go get your free cell phone. That is not under the affordable connectivity. That is under the Lifeline program. Okay. The next thing, we just passed the SBA and their time period of where they're giving you guys the opportunity not to have your loan sold to a debt collector or given to the Treasury. That just passed last Friday. So if you have not already made arrangements to pay your SBA EIDL loan, EIDL loan, or you have not done the forgiveness for your PPP, I did see that the SBA is still offering some forgiveness classes for those who forgot how to do it. But if you have not made arrangements for your EIDL loan, then they are going to turn your debt over to the Treasury, and then y'all know what happens after that. Okay, they're gonna take your benefits that can equate to Social Security. If you get retirement, your tax refunds, your not student loans, but your Pell Grant assistance. And guys, if they want to, they can also put a link. All right. So let me see what questions y'all asking real quick before I go on. I wanted to talk about a little bit of reverse tracking or some doxing because I want to give y'all some information on some stuff I found out. All right. Miss Richardson. Okay, so sweetie, all right, sweetie says she has not gotten her tax refund. I wanted y'all to let me know if y'all have received y'all funds yet. I want to tell y'all what's been going on. If you have not gotten your tax refunds, let me know. If you have, congratulations. You can let us know that too. Give some of these people who have not gotten the money some hope. Miss Richardson says she is still waiting. Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Richardson. Thank you, Marnie, for letting me know that you can hear me. Miss Paula says both of their sons have received their refunds. Okay, what I'm noticing is individuals with just plain or just W-2s no credits, nothing special. They're getting their refunds, but people with anything that's a little questionable, or Schedule C, American Opportunity Tax Credit, they are just paying so much attention. It is hard for people to get their refunds. Let me see what y'all saying over here on TikTok. All right, Carpet says she received hers. Congratulations. Okay, Freedom's 260 got hers. User 544 says she got hers. Okay, hey Joe Trigger, how are you? All right. Thank you, Marcus, for following. Sylvia Love says good evening. Shamika from Rodeo City. All right, Rodeo City. Woo, woo. Okay, I need to put my hat on right now. Graceful Lily said you can't hear me. I don't know why you can't. No one else has said that. What's up with American Opportunity Tax Credit funding? Just like I've been telling y'all guys lately, the IRS is taking their time going through these refunds. If you guys are really concerned about your tax refund, there's two things you need to do. One, you can call them at the 800-829-1040 number and get somebody on the phone. Do not do the automated, because all the automated is going to tell you is that they have no information to give you. But if you talk to a representative, you can ask more direct questions. But if that is not what you want to do, then please, and I've been telling you this for how long, create your account at the irs.gov. Create your personal account and just pull your transcript. It'll show you the 3-digit code that is will let you know why your refund is taking a while. Okay, some of y'all are just being reviewed just because you can. It's your number, it's your time. Some of y'all haven't filed in a long time, and now y'all trying to file, and that could be what is making them look. It could be a lots of different things. Okay, so it's not just one. All right, so if you have been waiting, you have not gotten it. Another reason why you guys need to call the IRS is simply because you may not know that your taxes need to be verified. If your taxes need to be verified, you can call them and have them send that letter out, because maybe they haven't. Some people called and requested they send the letter out, and that was the first time the letter had been mailed. So some of y'all could just be waiting on that. If your taxes need to be verified. Now, I know I've been telling y'all you need 2 years of tax refunds, you need the letter, and you schedule an appointment. Well, on the letter, someone actually sent me a letter, so thank y'all to those who be sharing stuff with me. The letter gives you the opportunity to verify yourself online. If you can verify yourself online, you still need your 2 years of tax refunds, and you still need that letter because you got to get information off of that. But you can verify yourself online. Once you do, boom, you have done your part. Now the money goes into your account. Okay. So please, if you have not gotten your refund, all right, either call the IRS and ask them why you haven't gotten it. Talk to a person, see if you need to verify. If you do, make sure they sent that letter out to you. And then if not, create you an account at irs.gov so that you can see your 3-digit code to see why you haven't gotten your check yet. I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all to go to irs.gov and y'all still don't do it. Okay. Take 30 or 40 minutes out of your day to do this. I promise you will not regret setting your stuff up yet. Okay. All right, Miss Polly, we haven't filed yet. I haven't either, so don't feel bad. Okay. Yes, I do have some. So not your Nikki says news of the SBA idle loan. Basically, I stated that already. You guys have already missed the deadline to work out any payment arrangements, but I did see that they're having some hardship classes. I actually found this on Twitter, but it's for like another state. But I don't care because it's a Zoom webinar. And if you can zoom in on somebody else's webinar and get the information, and it's still the SBA, I won't care if it's not my state that is hosting the class. So if you guys are having issues with not having your PPP done, or you want a hardship information, send me a message. Y'all know how to do. Send me a message at shamikasaves.com, and I'll send you the link and find it on Twitter. They have 3 dates left. I think it's March 5th. I think once tomorrow, like March 9th, and like March 20th or something like that. So they got 3 dates left. This is just telling you what you need to do. So y'all know the government say one thing. They'll say you got until this date, and then next week it'll be, we're gonna give you 3 more months. Okay. So since we don't know what they're gonna do yet, since it just passed on Friday, I'm letting y'all know what y'all need to do so y'all can put the horse in front of the cart versus the cart in front of the horse. All right. Let me see what other questions y'all got, and then we're gonna get to it. It's Lily says, what is the capital gains tax sales price minus purchase price? Look here. So the capital gains price is, so for example, if you guys have a house and you sell it, Okay, capital gains is usually capped at $250,000. So if you sold your house, Lily, and you got $300,000, then you are taxed on that $50,000, which is the difference between the 250 and the 300,000. That is what capital gains tax is. So you guys have to be mindful when y'all think y'all made a big buck selling the house. That's fine, but they are going to give you a 1099. Y'all know those information sheets, the same things you guys get when y'all are self-employed. They're going to send that 1099 to the IRS and say, hey, this person sold their house for $500,000, even though you may have a $350,000 mortgage. You might have not even made any money above the capital gains, but the IRS doesn't know that. They don't know about that mortgage. They don't even care. They want to see if you're going to report it on your taxes. I told y'all I had someone come, and the IRS had them almost owing $700,000 or something like that, or $500,000, only because they did not report the sale of their house. They do not play about the capital gains tax. So if you sell something and you make a lot of money, you need to report it. This is what the celebrities usually go down for, because once they see how much the IRS is taking the taxes, they like, hell no, nah, I'll file next time. And then the next time never comes around. Did y'all just see this weekend? The IRS said that they're now going after people who make a lot of money and who have not filed since 2017. Now, why are they just now going back to people who haven't filed since 2017? That is 7 freaking years ago. Look, they say high earners, but I'm telling y'all, some of y'all who have not filed, and I have talked to some of y'all today, okay? If you have not filed for years and years, that doesn't mean that they won't come and see that you haven't filed. They get information on you. So all they need to do is calculate your taxes and see what you would have owed them. And then they're going to charge you a fee for not filing and then late fees. Okay. So if you haven't filed, get your taxes done. You can get your transcripts for your jobs on the IRS website. That's why I want y'all to register. Okay. All right. Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see. Lady C says, is it impossible? What's impossible, Lady C? Let me know. I'm sorry if I missed your question. Okay. And welcome to anybody that is new. Again, y'all drop your questions. If y'all have any, please hit share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me tell y'all what else is going on. Y'all know I always try to have something for my veterans or anyone that is looking to get disability. Now, we did talk last week about Social Security disability for some of y'all who are trying to figure out how to do it, or y'all interested in doing it. And I told y'all there was an actual manual that will let you find the actual disease you're going to claim and tells you what you have to have in order to be disabled according to your disease. Okay. Now, I don't know how easy I can put 2 and 2 and give you 4 and give you the answer, but only one person, like one person, hit me up and said, I heard you say something about the Social Security book. Can you send it? So I don't want to hear y'all tell me y'all been trying to get Social Security and you keep getting turned down, which I told y'all happens a lot of in a lot of cases anyway. But now you have no reason why you can't get your wording right or your issues right with your condition, because now you can use their wording against them. So if I'm talking to somebody or y'all know someone, please let them know that there's a manual out there. Okay. So for my disabled veterans, all right, and this starts tomorrow. Okay. I don't see my homegirl on here. She's not on here today. It's all right. Okay, so just y'all, sweetie. So if you need the book, send me a message. I will send it to you. I promise. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. Starting tomorrow for March 5th, for all of my veterans, the VA has expanded the PACT Act again. If you don't know what that is, the PACT Act is where they are giving individuals who are exposed to toxic chemicals, they are giving them the ability to claim that they have issues. A lot of men get prostate cancer. A lot of them have all types of cancer, but prostate is probably one of the biggest that men get who were exposed to toxic substances, right? From like Vietnam and from all these other places. Then what they did was they added on a few more locations that people were getting exposed to these chemicals. But now, as of tomorrow, March 5th, and I will do a TikTok video on this, anyone who was in the military that feels that they were exposed to any toxic substance, any, okay, whether you were in the National Guard, whether you were active duty, whether you were on one of your training missions, and that's why I said most National Guard and Reserve. Sometimes you go active and you train, and then you go back to your regular life. If you feel that is you, you automatically can go to the VA hospital and get treatment. Let me tell you what they really trying to do. Okay, let me just keep it real. This is just my opinion, all right? But this is what I feel they are doing. They are now going to offer free medical treatment to these soldiers so that they can start seeing the similarities between what you guys say you were exposed to. So if all of us went to Afghanistan and now all of a sudden all of us have black lungs, or we cough up blood, or if we have similar issues, now they're gonna say, this could possibly be a what's the word they use? I forgot what they used, but it's a condition where everybody who's been in the area probably has that type of condition. So if you know someone, okay, reserves, National Guard, if they have did anything, they've been to Afghanistan, they've been to Iraq, they've been anywhere they feel like they've been exposed to radiation, to smoke, to, man, I don't care if it's nitrous oxide. If you think that it has messed you up, go to the hospital, to your local VA hospital starting tomorrow, and get you some free treatment. Because basically, all they're going to be doing is using you for lab studies anyway, so they can see if they're going to have, I guess you could say, pre diagnosed conditions, much like they already have with the PACT Act from the beginning. Remember, I told you guys most men have prostate cancer. Most men also have diabetes. So if your grandma, grandfathers, your uncles, y'all notice they got diabetes, especially black men who are in the military, you might want to take them down there and see if they're one of those people that have been exposed to something. Okay. Now, hey, I told y'all eventually I think we're gonna run out of money one day anyway. But at least if they're gonna run out, let them run out paying you. All right. So let me see what y'all if y'all ask me any more questions. And please, y'all, make sure y'all drop the questions. The Robert Escobar show said for y'all to make sure you hit the like. I appreciate that. Hey, Miss Sharon Hammonds, how you doing? And hey, Robert Escobar, how are you? Okay. It says, how far back can they request proof from an individual? If you're talking about the IRS, the IRS can go anywhere from 7 to 10 years. 7 years is normally their standard, which is why you're noticing they said they're going after people who have not paid taxes since 2017. It is 2024. It is 7 years they are looking. Okay, 7 years. Now, if they feel that what you've done is fraudulent, they can go back up to 10 years. Why? Because they can get more money, and it's probably they can make the charges stick stronger because they can show proof that you've been doing something wrong for years and years. Okay, so anywhere between 7 and 10, it all has everything to do with what they are basically investigating or auditing on your taxes. Okay, um, I'm gonna tell you something. If you get a letter from the IRS and it is something that you do not agree with, you do have the option to let them know that you do not agree. You also do have the option to call them and tell them to send you a copy of their audit so that you can see what it is that they do not agree with when you file. Okay, because they have a checklist. They have a no, or they have a go no go, just like every other office in the government has. And if you don't pass, they're going to say nope, that doesn't match. We're going to take this off. Oh, this person said they spent $400 in meals. We don't believe it. We're going to take that off. There, that way you know what to reply to. You know what you need to show proof for. Okay, you don't always have to run because you're audited. The second thing, say that you're like, man, I know I did self-employment, and yes, somebody did call me. I'm gonna give y'all a little rundown. Somebody called me and said, man, I am a stripper. I have been dancing for years. I do make money in cash. I did get some 1099s, not enough, but I want to file taxes because one day I want to buy a house. And I'm like, okay. And I said, well, it's always a 50-50 chance you can get audited because you may not be able to necessarily prove all the income. But I said, on the other hand, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, does not the IRS tell you to report income even if it is from illegal proceeds? So if they telling you to report your drug money, why can't dancers report their dance money? And then when you report this money, they turn around and say you got to prove it. Well, which one is it? You want us to tell the truth and report this money, or do you want us to lie and hide it like everybody else has been doing? Okay, so y'all help me figure that one out. All right. So she wants to file taxes because she wants to be able to show that, hey, I have earned some money. Um, but there goes the problem. What do we do? And so she said, I did file taxes before, and now they are asking questions. And this is what I told her, and this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. If somebody has filed taxes for you, and you are now being audited for those taxes, you can, if you have not passed your 3-year deadline, you can go and just amend those taxes and remove everything that the person has put on there. So if somebody put a Schedule C on there and you like, man, I know I did all this, but I just don't have all my receipts, go and amend those taxes. Now, if you cannot amend them, then your only option is to tell the IRS, hey, y'all are correct, and I'm gonna have to go with what y'all say, because you really don't have anything to fight with unless you have proof. And when you do have proof, you can set an appointment to go down with your proof to show them. That could be bank records, that could be receipts. They usually work with you when you want to try to set an appointment, because most people don't set appointments. Okay. Thank you very much, Robert. I'm sitting over here in McDonald's. Okay. Being as cute as I can be. Okay. Thank you. Beautiful one. If you want the manual, I will send you the manual. Just send me a message and let me know which manual you want. But I definitely want you guys to pay attention to that Social Security Disability Manual, because a lot of y'all are not taking advantage of it. And the same for my disabled veterans. Y'all talking about y'all want to get disability, but you don't have the first idea of what your paperwork even needs to say to claim the things that you are trying to claim. Okay, we're gonna look. We are putting the horse before the cart over here. Okay, we want to do things the right way so we can get the best results possible. I rather, if you fail, I want you to fail at your best than to fail at your worst. Because at least when you try again, you have a better chance of succeeding than if you were way at the bottom. And we don't like to be at the bottom. Okay. So send me a message. I'll send that. You are no problem, Lily. Okay, okay. It says, if the IRS took the money, if you owe back taxes, can advance can an advocate get it reversed when they submit the documents? It's up to the IRS to determine if they are incorrect. If the IRS has taken your money, for example, and this is a couple different things. If they took your money for student loans, and your student loans, and your school has now closed, or your school is on the borrower's defense list, you are supposed to be refunded your tax refund that they've taken. That is something you will have to take up with the Department of Education, but they took your refund for a debt that is non-existent anymore. So you are due to get some money back. A lot of y'all are not going to push the issue because y'all are just so happy to see those loans gone that y'all are not even thinking about those 2-3 years that y'all did not get a tax refund. I would be asking for my money back. And the reason why is because if you guys never go to school again, right? How do you get that money back that they took from you? If they gave me $10,000 in student loans to pay for school, okay, the school, and then I didn't pay my loans, and y'all took my $3,000 tax refund, but then y'all forgave my $10,000 loan, y'all still took my money. Okay, so some of y'all letting them get off too easy. You guys need to put in that form to request your money back, or you can call them and ask if they have a new form. They have not come up with one yet. If you are a veteran and you use your GI Bill benefits, I bet y'all didn't notice, they just came out with a form for how you can apply to get your money back. Now, if they've done that for the veterans, you think they're not going to do that for the regular people? They are. They're going to come out with a form. If they took your money, okay, and just listen again, veteran. If you are a veteran and you used your GI Bill to pay for a school that has now been closed or is on that borrower's defense list, you get to fill out an application to get all those months back, which means you get paid again. So if they can do it for the veterans, you don't think they should be able to do it for everybody else? I promise you they're going to come out with a form. They got a form out now called Closed School Loan Discharge. I'm going to say it again. Somebody type it on both for me, please. It's Closed School Loan Discharge Form. Closed School Loan Discharge Form. That is the actual application that they have now. They may have may be working on a new one. Y'all got to remember, this is election season, baby. They have not even halfway rolled out all the things and all the tricks they're gonna pull on y'all when they're gonna start needing y'all votes. So all of a sudden, y'all student loans gonna start discharging from y'all credit report from y'all life. They're gonna start giving y'all money back for student loans that y'all paid, and now you get your money back, and they're gonna start giving you money back from your school closing down. Okay, so just sit back and wait. If the veterans can get their time back and a check, y'all gonna get y'all time and a check back too. It's just, come on, y'all. Y'all got to, they playing games with us, all right? It's election season. Things gonna be happening funny. Okay, Robert said, okay, Sweetie says, I need a consultation before I go see the disability judge. Yes, ma'am. We can definitely talk. And also I have attorneys that I don't mind referring people to. But if y'all need to ask some questions, y'all need to see the handbook. Please learn and study that. The handbook was not meant just for the people who work for Social Security. It is meant for you guys too, because you need to know if you have a cardiovascular disease, you need to know what it says you have to have in order to be disabled. It's not cheating. It's called educating yourselves. Remember, if they put it in a book, they know most of y'all are not going to read it. Okay, so please get it out your mind that you think you're doing something wrong. It's not cheating. You are preparing. There's a difference. Robert Escobar Show says, I also do taxes. It's surprising how uninformed people are when it comes to their taxes. People are very, very uninformed when it comes to taxes. And that is one way that we lose so much. If you guys knew and paid attention to the changes every year, you guys really would work differently. If you knew as a single mom that if you make over 43,500 that you no longer qualify for the earned income tax credit, you would say, I'm gonna make less this year so I can take advantage of all the benefits that I have. See, a lot of y'all are out here rushing to make a whole lot of money, and I don't think nothing wrong with that. That is great. But when you do your taxes, you be mad because your refund is smaller. And it's like, well, sis, you done made more money. You done now put yourself in a whole nother bracket. So before y'all rush out here and try to do all this overtime, y'all got to pick and choose which side. You want a larger refund, okay? Which means you're going to not exceed these financial guidelines or limits that the IRS gives you, or you're going to work your ass off and get your money now. Y'all also need to decide, am I going to go exempt on my taxes and pay nothing? I need y'all to know exempt means pay nothing. And if I have no kids, I'm going to owe money back. If I have kids, I may owe some money back, but my kids are going to eat up the amount that I owe. So my refund still may be small. The only people who should be expecting to get a large tax refund is if you first spit that baby out and you getting money paid on that baby head and the baby's 5 or less. Not saying that kids don't bring in money, because they do. Disabled kids bring in money. Disabled dependents bring in money. Okay, so I'm not saying this is what you should do, but these are the things that you need to know. Somebody didn't know. Somebody called me and said, my wife, I don't know if Miss Aura is here. Miss Aura actually asked me this question. My wife, and y'all make sure y'all hit and share the like button, because I'm going to teach. Hopefully y'all learn something new. I love to educate. This is the only way we're ever going to win, is by sharing information that we all can use. Okay, and if I can help you, that is what I'm here to do. Okay, but this guy thought because he's married to his wife and she's disabled, that she can be a dependent. He wanted to know, how can he claim his wife as a dependent? Let me tell y'all something. If you are married to someone, you are not a dependent in the government's eyes. You guys are 50-50 equal partners. So if you are married to somebody, they are not your dependent. Although the wife may sit at home and you may take care of her and the kids, it is not a dependent to the IRS. You guys are 50-50 partners in life. So you are just spouse. You are a filing spouse and the other spouse. Now, if the other spouse works, then you both are filing spouses. Okay, you cannot add a spouse as a dependent, but you can add your parents. I don't know how many of y'all parents live with y'all. Y'all parents get a disability check. That's not enough for them to live off of. And in most cases, you are providing for them. So why are they not your dependent? Half the time they don't even file taxes. Okay, so y'all, some of y'all are missing out on some very good things. Okay, I ain't even got to do stuff I was even gonna talk to y'all about tonight. But let me see what y'all asking. Taxes should be taught in high school. I agree. But let me tell you, if you guys were taught everything that you were supposed to know, there would be no middle class. There would be poor folks and rich folks. And if you were educated on personal finances, taxes, and credit, these are the three things that we all need: personal finance, taxes, and credit. And I'm even going to throw some life insurance in there. If you are educated on these four things in life, you would do so much better. It would basically move the middle class out, because most people would automatically start going into our higher income earnings, because now you know what to do with your dang on money. Didn't I just tell y'all 2 weeks ago to buy some Bitcoin? And y'all didn't even listen. I didn't even know the Rothschild man was going to die. Okay, and look how high Bitcoin is. I told y'all to buy just a little bit. Okay, get the feel. I'm gonna get me a little Bitcoin specialist. I think I got somebody, but if somebody else is real good at this, y'all need to let me know, because we need to educate each other on just the little things. I don't even care if you just show them how to go in Coinbase and buy a couple of things, or how to do it from your Cash App. We all need to diversify our portfolios, okay? And poor people can diversify portfolios. You know how I know? Because poor people can drink, smoke, play the lotto, and gamble. If poor folks can do all of those, you mean to tell me we can't do other things that can put some money in our pocket so that you can keep up these four bad habits? You absolutely can. How you think rich people keep up their coke habits? How you think they keep up their drug habits? They do the same thing. Didn't I tell y'all we got to do what the rich people do? If you do what they do, you will have the same results. You will have the same results. Okay? You just do it at your level. All right, let me see what y'all saying. All right, hold on. Okay, Michael says I went for a burn pit. The VA doctor said it wasn't warranted. Okay, Michael Norwood, not true. As of tomorrow, I'll walk right back up in that VA hospital with that news clip and let them see what the VA said. Y'all gonna give me some medical treatment, and y'all will determine later if y'all think it was warranted. But right now, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead on and do this long test, okay? So don't let them turn you away, all right? Uvana says she claims her mother every year. Good. Shannon says I claim my mom for a few years. I'm glad y'all do, okay? Y'all are missing out on some of these credits, okay? If your parents are over 65, you need to make sure the person check that they're elderly. If the person, if you have a child, they're filing in school, make sure they check that box and say they're over 18 and they attend an educational institution. Some of these things will give you additional credits. Did you know you get extra money if the person is blind that's filing taxes? There's people who are blind, they file. There's people who are over 65, they get an extra $1,500. If they're over 65 and blind, they get an extra $3,000. $3,000 added to the standard deduction, which means they still get taxed less money. That's what y'all need to learn about taxes, so that you can figure out how much money you need to earn, so that you can stay qualified for the benefits y'all trying to get, and maximizing your tax credits. But y'all not listening, okay? All right, let me keep going, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what it says, how can I claim my gas receipts on my taxes? You cannot claim your gas receipts. You can only claim your mileage. Okay, gas is not something that you can claim unless you are claiming the fuel tax, and that is for businesses who do like landscaping, who do offshore type stuff. If you're a fisherman, if you're a rancher, things like that, they can claim fuel. But if you're just an independent contractor, you work for Uber, you work for Lyft, you're a stripper, whatever, you cannot claim fuel. You can only claim miles. All right. It says, do you think it's too late for Bitcoin? I don't think, I think that by Bitcoin being as hot as it is, if you try to buy in now, of course, you have to buy more than most others. But Bitcoin has been on the winning team for a little bit, and I can't see how it would hurt you to put $50 or $100 there. At least you know that one, the volatility on it is good versus some of these ones that you know nothing about. Okay. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things that we get on late because we're scared to move, and that's okay. But just because you get on late doesn't mean that the bandwagon has left, and you don't have to use a lot of money. Use some. I told y'all got a couple dollars in Cash App. Buy some right there on Cash App and sit there and just let it go. Thank y'all for typing at the closed school discharge loan form. Joe Trigger, if you want the form, please send me a message. I have to go to a certain place and get it because they have not made that form live for people to use yet. Okay. Okay. How do you says because if you guys know how, do you know how to get that money? I don't know what you're saying, Blessed and Beautiful. Say that to me again. Again, if y'all want the disability manual, just send me a message on shamikasaves.com. All right, real quick, because it's 7:34. I want to tell y'all what I found. Y'all know I always tell y'all about how your information is put out there, how it's leaked, how people are searching for you. So out here in this dating world, right? So, I read a lot. Okay, I told you I always try to read stuff and then find a way to bring it back to you. But I want to tell y'all about a couple of things of how people might be getting your information or your names, right? Um, one of the scams, and this is, I have to say this, some of y'all might be swift, but some of y'all are not swift. Okay, you're just not. If somebody is calling you and they are making you do star 70, what is it, star 73? Y'all have me, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's star 73. And then you put your phone number in, you're actually giving that other person access to start using your phone in place of you. So what is happening is some people are calling folks and they're pretending to be the bank, saying that there's been some, fraudulent charges or whatever. And most people, when y'all get caught off guard, somebody telling y'all someone's having a fraudulent charge, you start panicking. Okay. But what these people are asking you to do is to type in a bunch of numbers in your phone, and you're not even realizing that you hit star 72 because you just punching numbers because they told you to. But what you are doing in a lot of cases is you are giving the other person the authority to answer your calls, because now your calls are going to be forwarded. But what they also do is they use that same star 72, that forward, and they receive your text messages. And if y'all don't know, when you get a notification from the bank, usually it's a text message. They usually do not call. So these people can intercept you by phone or text just because you're panicking and punching in some numbers and didn't even realize that you did it. Okay, so here is a word of advice. If somebody calls you and they say that your bank has been compromised, that means they've also sent it to your email. They should have called you and they should have sent you a text. If you don't have two out of three of those, you need to call your bank to verify for yourself. Okay, because some of y'all are getting caught up, and the saddest part about it is I'm sitting here telling y'all this, and y'all still gonna let y'all mamas, y'all aunties, and grandmas, and uncles get caught up because y'all not sharing this information to the next generation. I definitely call my mama and tell her all the time, if somebody calling you and you don't know, hang up. Because people will trick you, especially when you're older. They know the right things to say. It's tax season. They'll call you and tell you, they'll send you a text message saying your tax refund has been delayed. Click here to check the status. Next thing y'all know, y'all done open up some doggone virus and now it's on your phone. Y'all have to start looking at these web links before y'all click on them. I got one the other day said from UPS saying, do you want to check the status of your shipping, your item that's shipping? Now, most of us excited. We think somebody gonna send us some gifts, but next thing you know, it's a damn scam site. Okay, so be mindful of that. Here's the other thing I'm gonna tell y'all, and then I'm gonna look at y'all messages. People are also taking your phone numbers and they are putting them in the pay apps. That is PayPal, that is Cash App, that is Venmo. Okay, if you don't want somebody to know who you are, that's even Zelle. If you are now, I'm gonna say this in both ways, ladies. If y'all are trying to go out here and y'all dating people, because y'all been seeing them on videos, and y'all are curious about somebody, you're trying to do your little investigation. This is one way you can get the individual's name and number. Know if they're lying or telling you the truth. But I also want you to know that people will also use this against you. So you have to watch who you give your information to, because they will just take your phone number and put it in one of those pay apps, and it will give them who it is. Now, if you have a business line or you've gotten your number changed to a business name, the business name is what's going to show up. But whoever has the phone, if they've changed you in the directory, that is what's going to show up. If they search you online, if you put it on one of those cash apps, it's going to come up with whatever name you created. Okay, so be mindful of that because people are watching you. I already told you how they intercept your phone calls. I've been telling y'all how they intercept your mail. It's not hard to intercept your mail. If they intercept your phone number, they can intercept your mail, because what happens? They'll send you a text message. Okay? Next thing you know, your credit cards is being shipped to somebody else's house. These scammers ain't playing. Okay, let me see what y'all saying before I go to my last piece. Okay, because I definitely want y'all to go to this website when I tell y'all, because I had to do it myself to believe if it was true. And I'm telling you, the stuff that they come up with is just so crazy to me. And I'm gonna tell you, but I'm gonna wait 7:39. Then I'm gonna tell y'all where to go, and then y'all gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, Shamika told me this," and y'all gonna sit. Okay. Um. And again, y'all put down any questions if y'all have them. We're almost at a clock. Okay, let me see. Let me see. And thank y'all again for following and liking. If this is your first time here, please follow. Please also go to my YouTube page and like and subscribe there too. These all my videos are just like this. Okay, I love giving out information because y'all need it. We all need it. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, so how can I do it with my mouse? All right, so if you want to claim your mouse, you need to first make sure that you are not a W-2 job. If you have a W-2 job, that means your employer pays your taxes for you. You are not considered an independent contractor. You are considered an employee. You cannot claim miles. The only jobs that you can claim miles for are the ones that you receive a 1099 for, and or if you are a person that you work in cash, a hair braider, a barber, a stripper. Okay. And look, in the IRS's eyes, drug dealers. Okay, all that they can claim miles too, as long as they driving them. All right. But remember, any amount of money you guys put in with no taxes taken out, you will automatically owe your expenses, which would be those miles. They would decrease the amount that you owe. But as it's decreasing the amount that you owe, it is also decreasing the amount of income you earn. So y'all can't just come in here and say write off all the money I owe to the IRS and think that it's still going to show the income you earned, because it's not. You cannot have it both ways. Okay. All right, I'm sorry I missed some stuff over here. Robert Escobar says people tell me they don't want to add their parents because they only get a couple $100 more. And the crazy part is why wouldn't you add your parents to get a couple $100 more? Would you rather give Uncle Sam the money because he doesn't have any problem taking it, and then y'all be mad when you don't get what you want from him, but then he's giving it to you and then you don't claim it? That's the stuff that doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't someone not want to claim their parents and get a couple $100 more? If I came up to you and said, boom, here goes some money for taking care of your parents, wouldn't you take it? I know you would. So go on and take it from them. You're not doing anything wrong. Your parents can still file their taxes too. Y'all remember what I told you? They just need to put on their taxes that somebody else is claiming them. Okay? But people with disability can file just like if someone is on disability, you can file them. All right. Well, I teach a class on Bitcoin. I actually want to get somebody in here that actually can teach a class a little better than me. I do have some friends who've done pretty well. They're not rich yet, but they are very happy with their investments, and I want us to be happy with that too. I don't care, because there are gonna be other coins. All right, we just need to learn how it works before we start investing our money. All right. Robert says, I keep going back and forth between thinking Bitcoin is a scam, but the more I think about it, it's really the last unregulated currency. So regardless of what anybody may feel about digital currency or virtual currency, two things you have to admit: we are already living in a cashless society. How many of y'all even carry cash on you? Most of y'all just use your damn debit card and you hit the chip. You use your Apple Wallet, or you use the chip that is on your card. So the crazy part is that people would try to argue the fact and say, "Oh, we're not going to go to that," when we're already there right now. The only difference is you guys have a card, and it's a lot easier to access your funds on you through your bank than it is through one of those virtual wallets. But we're already cashless, and if y'all needed more uh, 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 um, proof, we're also operating we're in a deficit. Okay, our money is not worth the same value because it's not based on anything. Okay, and if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all can definitely look up fiat money, FIAT. Okay, we're not operating on gold anymore. We just printing. All right, our money is not even respected everywhere we go. All right, so now I know y'all might not want to hear it because we probably didn't think that it can actually happen. But for those of y'all who read the Bible, y'all already know we're gonna go to the one currency. Okay, y'all better get with the program. The Lord done already done told y'all this. Okay, y'all ain't even got to do nothing but just read Revelations and be prepared. That's all I'm trying to help us do. Just be prepared for when the change does come, because it is coming. Now you might not want to have Bitcoin, but you're gonna need somebody's coin, because these debit cards with these chips may or may not work. Okay, the money that the greenback dollars we have may or may not even be worth anything. So don't get stuck on one thing, because it will change. All right. It says YouTube is a little ahead of this live video. Thank you, Supreme Jean, for letting me know that. It says I'm trying to buy a house, and it told me that the way I file my taxes, I have too many deductions. Then, Yvonne, if you have too many deductions, then that means that you're not showing any income. Y'all remember what I said? So if somebody put down that they made $100,000 in cash, they automatically owe the IRS $27,000. So if Ivana had $40,000 in expenses and she wiped out that $27,000 that she owed to the IRS, do you know how much money she earned for that year? Zero. Matter of fact, she's probably negative income. Okay. So you cannot say you made all this money and then have all these write offs and expect to keep the income because your expenses lowers your adjusted gross income. Okay. So that is probably why you were not able to get a house. They said you had too many deductions because you wiped out all the income that you earned. Okay. Sometimes you just have to show, hey, I'll just owe y'all, but I need my income right now. Y'all can always change your taxes later. Come on, people. 3 years. All right. All right, let me see. All right. You said I have had that before I hung up on them. Okay, all right. Let me see what else y'all saying. And then I'm gonna tell you about this website and then we're gonna go. Let's see. BlackRock and Grayscale, the largest investment companies in the world, are not buying Bitcoin. I'm telling y'all, they already telling y'all what to do. Now, didn't I tell y'all that if y'all want to know what to do, all you gotta do is look at what the government is regulating. Did or did they not in the last 2 years start regulating cryptocurrency on taxes? Did they or did they not just add cryptocurrency to your 10 to your tax forms, to your 1040s? Yes. Why do you think they are doing that? Because that is going to be something that they're going to start capturing. You are not going to be able to run. And I told y'all, but maybe a year or so ago, the Fed is coming out with their own coin. Money is going away, whether you want to believe it or not. So you're gonna have to invest in something so that you can have something to spend. Because if not, we don't know what they're gonna give you. We don't. Y'all remember food stamps used to be the paper food stamps. I don't know about y'all, but I remember them paper food stamps. Now you get a card. You don't even ever touch the money no more, but it's being spent. You're doing it already. So please stop thinking that Bitcoin and all of these meme coins and all of these things are a thing of the future that y'all can't grasp. Y'all gonna need to. Some of y'all gonna be hungry, and that's on the real. Okay. All right. Hey, Miss Aura, how are you? All right, Miss Aura says, so true, Miss Shamika. I keep getting a call, and the lady said, this is Brenda Burton. I said, who was calling? She said, again, is this Brenda Burton? I said, who was calling? She said, I'm looking for Brenda. See? And then you said, I hung up, click, not me. She was trying to confirm I'm Brenda. Thank you. She says, I learned a lot from you, Shamika. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't confirm who y'all are because one, now y'all just gave these people information to update the phone number and address. Who are you and who are you calling with? By law in every state, they have to tell you who it is. And if they're lying, lawsuit. You can't misrepresent yourself as a debt collector. No, okay? So y'all need to start holding these people accountable because they know it is tax time. They got some money hopefully coming from y'all. So don't let these people run and treat you any kind of way. I told you y'all can do the TCPA, the Telephone Communications Protection Act, where y'all can get paid for these people harassing y'all, but y'all ain't trying to do it. Okay. All right. It's almost on 7:50. I'm gonna tell y'all. Supreme says we educate you, applicate. I know that's right. I'm not telling y'all nothing that I do not want you guys to use. I definitely want you guys to use what I'm saying. It is important. It says my husband and I both have 1099 and we both work hourly. All right, Yvonne. So if you have a 1099, then you can do your Schedule C and you can write off your mileage. Okay. All right, so I told y'all because it's almost 8 o'clock that I want to tell you about the new site that I found. And I'm telling y'all, people do the most when they are trying to spy, okay? Other than having a friend run your numbers down at the DMV or having a police officer friend or somebody that works at the police department to run a regular background check, people are having to do the broke background checks, okay? The broke background checks are, okay, I already told y'all, Zelle, Venmo, Cash App. They can put your phone number in and it will give them your name. So if you in there with your real name, they now know who you are. Okay. The next thing, I told y'all people use Optery, Optery. They can type your this is where I tell y'all to go so y'all can find information about yourself. But if somebody sets up an Optery account, using their email address and your information, it's just going to send them information about where you're popping up. So if you are running and hiding from someone, all they have to do is register an account and they will be able to track where you are simply because your information is going to come up in public record. So if you're hiding from somebody, please don't be getting in trouble with the court. Stop getting tickets. Stop moving around. Stop applying for utilities because your information is out there. And another thing, and I want y'all to go and check this out. The site is called, I want y'all to type, somebody type this in, it's called spydialer.com. Spy, S-P-Y, dialer, D-I-A-L-E-R. Okay? And I'm going to make sure it's .com. But Spy Dialer, I want y'all to type that in. And then I'm going to tell y'all. Let me tell you, this was just too much for me. Okay? All right. Oh, there's another one too. All right, I'm going to tell y'all that one in a second. All right, so if y'all type that in there, basically what this site does is, it's crazy. Okay, first of all, it's free. So you can put in a person's phone number on this website, and it will give you the name if it's associated with a name. It can also give a person a snapshot of your location on a map, which I thought was pretty crazy. And it can also allow you to listen to the individual's voicemail. But here's what happens. It actually calls that person when you put that phone number in. And y'all know how y'all be on the phone, it's like, hello, hello. And then somebody hangs up. That is one of those apps. It's basically just getting access to your phone so that it can hear your voicemail. And then the person who put your information on the website, it brings up a little recording and you just hit play and it plays your voicemail. So if you got your real name on there, your business or whatever, and you don't want people to know who you are, you might need to change your voicemail. Okay. One more. And this one is called Slide Dial. Hold on, is it Slide Dialer? Let me see. Slide Dial, SLY Dial, DIAL. Individuals can go there. They can type in your phone number and get this. If somebody says, I called you, but I couldn't get you on the phone, it went straight to voicemail. Sometimes they telling the truth. Sometimes they're using Slide Dial to call. Slide Dial bypasses your phone and goes directly to your voicemail so the person can actually call you, but call you with the intention of leaving a message without having to talk to you. Now, you see how somebody could have just played in your face and lied to you, but they really didn't try to call you for real. They just wanted your voicemail because they're trying to avoid you. So don't let nobody tell you they called you when they didn't, because they could have just used Slide Dial and went directly to voicemail. But people be lying. Okay? All right? Now, I'm going to run that back. I told y'all the Cash Apps, you put your phone number in to get your real name. I also told you can go to Optery, Optery. People can set your information up, or you can set your own so you can see what information is out there about you. You also got Spy Dialer with an ER at the end, so you can see the location snapshot. I'm telling you, it was crazy to me. The name, you can also do the voicemail, and then you can do Slide Dial to bypass calling somebody and go directly to the voicemail and leave them one, and so that you can lie and say that you left them one. Now, I ain't telling y'all to do this if y'all trying to get out of work. Well, fellas, I'm not trying to tell y'all to do this. It's a lot of your woman to be like, I called you before I went to the boys, you don't answer. Okay? Now, ladies, I know y'all not going to use it in any kind of crazy, nefarious way. That's why I just said the fellas. But here are a couple things that y'all can do. All right? So let me see what y'all saying, and then we're going to move on, okay? Let's see. Okay. Hold on. I don't want to miss anything. All right, hold on. Let's see. The Robert Escobar show says, I think the dollar cost averaging is the only way to invest in Bitcoin due to volatility. I agree with that. Thank you, Miss Paula, for typing in Optery. Y'all should go to Optery so that y'all can see how this works. Slide Dialer, no. Slide Dial, no ER. Slide Dial, SLY, dial. That is to bypass the voicemail and go, bypass the ringing and go directly to voicemail. If you want all the other information, is Spy, SPY Dialer, okay, with an ER, Spy Dialer to get all the info, or Slide Dial just to bypass the ringing to go straight to the voicemail. All right. So let me see what y'all saying. Y'all know I be trying to bring y'all something new. Sometimes I be so worried that I don't have nothing to tell y'all, but then I get on here and it's like, man, there's so much stuff to tell y'all. L'Oreal says, what did you just say about suing the people calling you when I get up 50 calls a day? Look up the TCPA. T is in Tom, C is in Charlie, P is in Paul, A is in Apple, the Telephone Communications and Privacy Act. All you have to do is show proof that they've been calling you and that you are on the do not call list and that you told them to stop calling you. And you can actually take that list of calls to a lawyer and you can sue per call. I told y'all about the black lady that got $350,000 and she had 27 phones. Didn't I tell y'all? Okay. And she set the people up. She put her number out on every marketing list possible on all them 27 phones. And she then put herself on all of them do not call lists and told every single person not to call her, and they still did because she knew she was going to sue under that act. And people still sue under that act because it is the Federal Trade Commission. I mean, they created it so that these telemarketers can't call you. But if you don't know to sue, you ain't never gonna get your money. Okay. Mahalia says, teach Bitcoin, please. Okay, I need it. I will definitely. I got a couple pieces that I may call. So we can get them to give y'all some information on this because we absolutely need to invest in just something different. Okay. All right, all right. So, hey, can someone write that in text? So, did you guys write down? If so, again, if y'all are stuck on anything that I said tonight and you need more information, please send me a message. But right, spy dialer, slide dial, Telephone Communications Privacy Act, which is better known as the TCPA Act. If you want to get on the do not call list, all you need to do is type in do not call.gov. Okay, do not call.gov, put your phone number on it, give it like 24 hours to activate. And then when they start calling you, you say, hey, put me on the I'm on the do not call list. Do not call me anymore. And then you start taking action or screenshotting every time they call. Or y'all can do like I do, just have a voicemail service that actually captures the names and the voicemails if they leave one. So then you can just screenshot that voicemail list and send it to an attorney and say, look how many times this 800 number don't call me. Look how many potential spams I have on here with all these phone numbers. Okay, some of y'all can get paid laying in the bed. Okay, some of y'all really can. All right, take certain people to come out here and do this. All right. Okay, so it is 7:56. Let's see if y'all got any more questions for me. I don't see Miss Cynthia on here. Okay. It says, should we pay for Op3? I actually do not have to pay for Op3. I actually have a free account on Op3. Even with the free account, Op3 lets you know who is every time your information pops up. So you do not have to have a subscribe plan. Basically, if you have a subscription, those accounts are for people who find their information online and then you want to have Op3 remove you. If you guys did not know, every company that has your information, that sells your information, has a page. They have to remove your information from their records if you request it. But if you don't know that your information is out there, how would you know to request it? But you can go right to Optory and you can see everywhere that you are. And you can go to every single one of those people and have them remove you. Okay. Joe Trigger says, can I call you after this live? Actually, Joe, send me your phone number on my website and I'll call you. I'm going to be moving around really late and my hands going to be tied up and I do not want to be doing anything unsafe. Okay, so if you leave your number, I will absolutely give you guys a call. Again, y'all know if y'all want to book any appointments for credit consultation, y'all want to talk about the bankruptcy, y'all want to talk about anything that we talked about tonight, y'all trying to clean up y'all life, get these things off your records, get yourself off of these lists. Okay, because that's why some of y'all can't hide your bankruptcies. That's why some of y'all can't hide a lot of these things that you've done, these car accidents. Okay, a lot of these tickets y'all got because y'all not suppressing y'all information so that it cannot be sold so easily. So maybe some of y'all can get approved for some things that you normally could not. Okay, but if you don't know, then you won't know to do it. Okay. Hey, Miss Cynthia. Thank you. I was just saying, so Miss Cynthia, I did have a nice little message for the veterans. I know me and you always get hung up, but me and you just got to talk so I can give you all the details of everything. Look at that. Miss Cynthia said she made $200 a day, y'all. She did 6 secret shoppers. I told y'all if y'all want this list, Miss Cynthia got the list. All y'all got to do is send me a message and I'm going to send y'all name to her and she will send y'all the list. Okay. She made $200 a day. She did nothing but go and pretend to be a customer. Half of us is we being customers for real and really spending money. Okay, so congratulations, Miss Cynthia. I need to go make me $200. Okay, Stephanie says, my car lender calls several times a day. When I am 3 days late, can I report them also, even though it's a legitimate debt? Um, if it's a legitimate debt, they do have the right to contact you. What you have to do is you have to find out what times they can call you. Legally, they're not supposed to call you before 8 a.m. and not later than 9 p.m. Okay. They're also like if you work on a military base, you work at a government job, they're not supposed to be calling the government phones. So I mean, not to be funny, I ain't trying to tell you a lie, but you know what I tell them? Hey, you're calling the government installation. Debt collectors are not allowed to call the government installation and hang up. Okay. I'll tell them something that blow their mind like that, and they will stop calling because they're not supposed to call government installations, right? But y'all can look that up if you don't believe me. But that might be the lie y'all need to tell them. They don't know where y'all work at for real anyway. Okay, so you welcome. I just don't bless somebody. Okay, all right. So it is 8 o'clock. Let me see if y'all ask me anything new. Any new class action lawsuits? None really big that I saw. I do believe that Kia and Hyundai are going to come back out again, uh, because they're not done. Unfortunately, people's cars are still getting stolen. If y'all would like any list that y'all overheard me already talk about, please send me a message on shamikasaves.com and I will send you a copy of the list so that y'all can be informed to get whatever information that you do need. Okay, so all right. Miss Cynthia says, Mahalia, it says, Mahalia said, Miss Cynthia, can you do mystery shopping over the phone? I don't believe so. I believe you actually have to go out. Okay. Miss Cynthia says, oh, not Miss Cynthia. I'm sorry. Miss Cynthia says, I spent about a little over 3 hours of my time, plus I spent about an hour or so for the reports. And she says, yes, Mahalia, mystery shops can be done over the phone with some companies. Now look at that. Some of y'all can make money sitting right there doing mystery shopping. So y'all send me the message. Tell me y'all want to have Miss Cynthia send you the list. Send me your name and the email so she can send it to you. All right, she might get some type of referral for referring y'all to get y'all on. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with letting her get her kickback, putting some money in y'all pocket. That's how we bless one another. All right. And if anybody else has anything else going on good, y'all let me know. I do have the new grant list out. So if y'all want a copy of that, send me an email on that as well. I think I went over everything. It's 8 o'clock. Y'all have a good evening. I will see y'all next Monday. I hope you guys learned something new. Please like, subscribe, and share, and tell a friend to tell a friend about your girl. Okay. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Bye. See y'all. See you later, TikTok.